Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EURUSD. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video. Let's continue to discuss the situation on the euro currency and start as usual from the daily time frame. Well, right on the Monday trading session, the market has erased our assumption about the butterfly, since this thrust to the downside was really significant, and by this swing market has taken out the swing low that, as you know, erased the potential of the butterfly creation by the market in that area, because all recent price action should stand inside of the initial swing, but that is not the case. So market is taking out this low. Well, depending on how you will draw this trend line, if you will draw it as we made it previously, then you can see that market just retested this line and now showing continuation to the downside. If you draw it by this swing low, that one and that one, then we'll see that market just taking out that loss, returns right back, and now continue move to the downside. But I suppose that mostly this support was based on double pivot points. The thin green line is the weekly pivot support one, the thick lime line is the monthly pivot support one. So we have marked these levels in our weekly research, and we said that probably market will find some support here and will show some retracement before continuation move to the downside. Anyway, this speed of this move to the downside is very common to that one and to that one, compares to, for instance, to this one swing to the upside. It's more gradual and more choppy price action than this move to the downside. Did tell us that probably the bear power currently is more significant. Even we will take a look at the fundamental situation as in the Euro Union, as in the United States. I still see that the United States, although it has also a lot of their own problems, they have more stability than the Euro Union currently, and this of course presses on the euro rate to the US dollar. Well, although you can see that market has tested and touched this support level that we have marked in our weekly research, it hasn't quite reached the targets of the ABCD patterns. As this one, ABCD, A, B, C top, market has hit 618 extension, shows 618 retracement, now continue move to the downside. It hasn't quite reached this level. And if we'll take a look at this most recent ABCD, A, B, C top, market has the target approximately in the same area as around 129, and market also hasn't quite reached it. Although market has erased our potential for the butterfly, but still the 127 extension of that swing from that low to that high stands right here, slightly higher than the targets of these ABCDs, this one ABCD pattern. So that is a significant level, and if market continue move to the downside, it will find support in this level. After that, it's very difficult to predict what could happen, because as we specified in our weekly research, if market will find a significant support here and show some reversal pattern in this area, then probably it could lead to the further acceleration in the weekly time frame. So if it will break it, then we should be prepared for the strong downward continuation move. So if you'd like to know some details of this analysis, I suggest you to visit our forum and read it in the weekly thread, because it's daily research and it's a bit beyond the scope of this research. So what we could do today, take a look that trend holds bearish, so our context for trading on the bearish side. On the 4-hour time frame, we see our area that we have specified for the potential entry on the short side of the market. Although it has shifted downward due to the downward gap open on the Monday, that's why that level also drifted lower. But this is the same level, this is the confidence resistance area, and this is still significant area to enter on the short side of the market. But currently we see that 4-hour time frame trend has shifted to the bullish side, and take a look, market hasn't quite closed the gap. It suggests that market could show the ABCD retracement to the upside, and the target of that retracement is slightly higher than this confluence resistance, around 131.09. So that is the level to watch for. If market will indeed start move this as an ABCD pattern on the 4-hour time frame, then watch for this level, is 131.10 approximately, right very close to the confluence resistance, the potential area to enter on the short side of the market. Well, because this is also some consolidation of the market, previous consolidation, that also will be the resistance of the market. And if even market will proceed move to the upward, it probably will respect this level and will show some pullback to the downside, at least during the first touch of this level. That will allow you to protect your position with the break-even stop loss. Well, that is current trading plan for the today's trading session. Let's take a look also on the hourly time frame. Here I do not see anything new. This is just the same ABCD pattern that on the 4-hour time frame, but I would like to attract your attention to the price action of that move. Take a look at this price action and at that price action. So we could see that this price action is more gradual and without any hysteric jumping and strong bars to the upward. And this tells me that this is probably the retracement move. And the target of this move is the closing of the gap that was on the Monday. Since market, as we said, not quite closed it, then probably it will show some kind of the ABCD pattern. Also market, for instance, could stop just with the 618 target. We can't exclude that because this is right at the upper border of this gap. So market tests the confluence resistance, it will reach the 618 target and could turn to the downside. That is also possible. Well, but this price action has the nature of the retracement, and that tells me that probably bearish power is still intact and market could continue to move to the downside. At least this is currently logical, and we have the also bearish daily context and some targets that were not reached by the market from the different ABCDs pattern. Well, so that's been said. As a conclusion, we might say that take a look at the 131.10 area and watch for a possibility to enter on the short side of the market at the first opportunity that market will give you. If it will show some respect of this level to the downside, move this downward pullback to move your stop to the break-even and protect your position. Because current environment it's a bit unstable and could bring us a lot of different surprises. So take care, take a close look at the market and watch for this level that we have just specified.